There we go. Hey everybody, welcome. Good to see you. G. Bry, Hokage, JW. Good to see everybody. My name is Chris. This is the Cool and Common stream. It's the Wednesday night book show. Tonight, murder mystery. All right, let's flip this camera around this way. The more interesting things are over here. Let's take a look. All right. Hope everybody's doing good. Happy hump day. Halfway to the weekend over here on the East Coast. It's going to be 70 degrees this weekend. I can't wait. I can't wait. Hope the weather's okay by you. I'm going to start it out with a banger. This is a brand new book. Brand new book here. Let me show it first. And then we'll give it a run here for 15 seconds. Check this out. All right. Brand new. Not in the store. Nice, clean copy. Ellery Queen, Masters of Mystery. Hardcover. It's a thick one. It is in great shape. Look at this thing. Stay tuned for mystery, mayhem, and murder. Notice something? There is no barcode on it. That's how old this is. 1986, I think. 86, 87. No price. Back flat. 1987. Jacket design. Galahad books. So these are not all Ellery Queen stories. All right, per se. But there are, I believe, 56 stories. Let's take a look. I was thinking about reading them all, but there's just too damn many of them. All right, let me get it here where you can see them. Major Tyree, Hugh Pentecost, Charles Einstein, P.D. James, Joyce Porter, William Arden, Ed Hock, Victor Canning, Joyce Harrington, Ruth Wendell, Phyllis Bentley, Barbara Callahan, Ellery Queen. Yes, there are some Ellery Queen stories in there. William Bankier, David Brett, but wait, there's more. Hold on. Don't miss the pages. This book's in real nice condition. Jack Ritchie, Rosalind Ash, Ed Hock again, V. Mayberry, Patricia McGurr, Patricia Highsmith, Michael Gilbert, and it ends on an Ellery Queen story. Dust jacket, real nice shape. Got that cool gold. And the year itself is, survey says, it was 1987. Let's double check. Yeah. 1987, Davis Publications. Real nice copy. All right. Let's throw it down here. And I'm going to start it at 15 seconds. After this, we'll get into the paperbacks. Whimsy, good to see you. Last few seconds. All right, there we go. I'm just going to stick that there so everybody who comes in sees it. We'll stack up the other ones right by it over here. All right, let's do it. Here we go. All right. Let me let's pin the paperbacks. All right, here we go. We'll start one out with K. Hooper, Haven. Bishop Special Crimes Unit novel. Little light wear on the spine. Gentle crease, I'll call it. A young woman returns to her forbidding hometown only to realize that her sister's terrifying nightmares hold the key to her past and a secret someone will kill to keep it buried. Real nice shape. And what do we got? Oh, that's too small for me. First, May 2013. First print. K. Hooper. $3 start. 15 seconds. Liv, Doug, welcome. Good to see you. This is our Wednesday night book show. Every week I do a different genre on a Wednesday. This week, murder mystery, mayhem, rascality. If there's anything you're looking for, let me know. I do have a bunch of books sitting there in the store. Feel free to throw down a pre-bid, or if you want to see them, let me know. I've got a couple different versions of this. This is Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None. Also, 10 Little Indians. It's got some light wear to it. Nice reader. $3. I think I have the, I do believe I also have the vintage paperback copy of that as well. The one that actually says 10 Little Indians. I think I have that one. If anybody's interested in seeing that. From the Mrs. Polifax series, Dorothy Gilman's The Unexpected Mrs. Polifax. This is the first book in the series. Spine's got no crease on it. Very nice. Mrs. Virgil Polifax of New Brunswick, New Jersey, was a widow with grown married children. She was tired of attending her garden club meetings. She wanted to do something good for her country, so naturally she became a CIA agent. There you go, Mrs. Polifax. So I'm originally from New Jersey, and I went to Rutgers University, which is in New Brunswick, New Jersey. So a lot of the places in there, very familiar. $3, 15 seconds. The very first Mrs. Polifax novel. Paperback. Joel, welcome. Good to see you. We're doing murder, mystery, and mayhem tonight. Here's one that is a little more recent. Caused a little controversy when it came out on Netflix. Here's the book, 13 Reasons Why. Jay Asher. A mystery, a eulogy, and a ceremony. Now, a Netflix original series. Yes, it is. And this book is brand new. The book is brand new. So whether you saw it on Netflix, or you heard about it, or you don't know anything about it, there you go. Brand new book. Selling for $11. But not here. $3 start, 15 seconds. Down to the last 5, 3, 2. All right, 13 Reasons Why. This over here. All right, next. Let's do a vintage paperback. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is sweet. Study in Scarlet and Sign of the Four. So you can see it's got a red tone, almost like a red sepia tone. It's a little nick out of the bottom left corner here. But look what they did with the Study in Scarlet. They gave it red. I love it. Look at the bottom. It's still bright red on the bottom. Very well protected. Two classics. Study in Scarlet. Black on the back. You can see it's hard to keep black books black. Get a little rub off there, but it's a little spotty on the back. Just as far as not a consistent black color. Some tanning on the inside covers. This is a vintage one. what'd that say? Hold on a sec. Second print, October 1965. This book is older than me and in better shape. All right, vintage paperback, second print, $5. 15 seconds, up and running. Kegra, welcome. All right, I'll put Sherlock right there. Next, an Inspector Morse mystery. Colin Dexter, The Silent World of Nicholas Quinn. Again, spine uncreased. Chief Inspector Morse was called to investigate the murder of an Oxford academic and found the Dons in uproar. The code of integrity had been breached, and Quinn's death wasn't a question of how or why, but when. There you go. Mike, welcome. Thanks for stopping on in. Appreciate it. This one's in real nice shape. Nice and clear. White pages. No crease on the spine. An Inspector Morse mystery. $3. 15 seconds. Astro Fink, how you been, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. A little Wednesday night book show. Murder mystery tonight. Got a couple items sitting there in the store in the auction section. The ones that you see here in front of you are not in the store. So if you want to see any of these, just let me know in the chat. All right. 17 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Joseph Wambaugh, The Secrets of Harry Bright. Spine, again, uncreased. Raucous cops, outlaw bikers, suntan celebrities all collide in a steamy landscape swirling with natural beauty and unnatural death. That's how I like my murder mysteries. A little light tanning on the outer edges there. Tight spine. Again, nice and clear on the front cover. And what are we looking at here? Looking at a first from 1985, 86. Cover design 1986. Story 1985. There you go. Harry Bright, $3 start, 15 seconds. Kevin, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Chris. It's the Cool and Common stream. We got some Wednesday night murder, mystery, crimes of passion, rascality, and everything in between. This right here is one of my favorites. Michael Crichton, Rising Sun. Love this one. Motion picture, Sean Connery, and Blade. Wesley Snipes. If you haven't seen the movie, check it out. It's actually pretty good. It is actually quite good. On the 45th floor of the Nakamoto Tower in downtown LA. Okay, just to clarify, Nakamoto Tower, okay, this is not Die Hard, okay? It's not the Bruce Willis movie, okay? this is this is a little different. Dead body of a young woman found on the 46th floor. I know how it ends because I read it. I won't spoil it for you. Michael Crichton, nice copy. A little bit of loss on the outside edges here, but again, spine in good shape. Otherwise, $3. It is the new rewards season as well, so I have reinitiated my rewards. So feel free to use them. All it takes is stopping in a few times, watching for a certain amount of time, or one purchase to get your first coupon. So I don't make you sit around and wait or spend $100 to get a $2 coupon. Just get one automatically. Here's another one. Can't get much more blatant than this. The Murderers by Webb Griffin. It's a new Badge of Honor novel. Spine uncreased. New book. A Philadelphia narcotics cop is shot dead in his home. A bar owner's wife and partner are gunned down during an attempted robbery. And in a beautiful mansion, a young woman dies of a heroin overdose. At first, the crimes seem unconnected, but these four deaths are about to trigger a massive convergence of corruption, cops, and the mob that could tear the Philadelphia Police Department apart from the inside out. All the way to the top. There you go. It's my best movie voiceover voice right there. Webb Griffin, or W.E.B. Griffin, The Murderers. $3, 15 seconds. Kevin, welcome. Who else is in here? A couple of new people in here. Good to see everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Check out that store. Check out the books here in front of you. They are not in the store. And of course, if there's anything you're looking for, let me know. If I have it, I will be happy to grab it for you. All right. This is not a Conan book. This is not a Tarzan book. This is Edgar Rice Burroughs' The Oakdale Affair. The beautiful young daughter of a wealthy family is robbed of her money and jewels, and she herself disappears. A young man fleeing a band of murderous hobos becomes the target of a lynch mob. The style and genius with which all these bizarre elements are connected bears the unmistakable trademarks of Edgar Rice Burroughs, the world-famous author of adventure fiction. Yes, he did do some mysteries, and this is part of a series actually. The Oakdale Affair. This, my friends, is a Frank Frazetta cover. Just so you know. Real nice copy. Great paperback. Frank Frazetta cover. Can't go wrong with that. What do we got? Down to the last 4 seconds. Burroughs. Peter Swanson, 8 Perfect Murders. How do you get away with murder? Make it look impossible. Got a little creasing on the spine here. Back's in nice shape. Originally a $10 book. Bright white pages. Let me see here. Disclaimer. While what you are about to read is largely true, I have recreated some events and conversations from memory. A few names and identifying characteristics have been changed to protect the innocent. There you go. All right. It's a little creased on the spine there. Otherwise in good shape. Do a little dollar special for you. Take it for $1. Enjoy it. Last few seconds. All right. There's the Peter Swanson. Next. Winner of the CWA Silver Dagger Award, Morad Josh, author of Funeral Music. This one is Fearful Symmetry, a Sarah Selkirk mystery. Very gentle crease on the spine. Dell mystery. New and exciting talent in British crime writing. Looks nice and clean. Again, just gentle on the spine. Fearful Symmetry, Morag Josh, Joss, Jose, Josses. Up and running for $3. All right. We're going to finish this flat with count them, two paperbacks. Got a 1982 book club edition of Elmore Leonard's La Brava. Hardcover. Not price clipped. Board's in nice shape. Little corner bump. There he is. Pages are nice and clean. Tight spine. Still cracking when I open it up to flip. Let's do $3. I'll keep the weight low as well. I'll keep the weight low at 47. $3 start on the 1982 Book Club edition hardcover Elmore Leonard La Brava. All right, thanks for checking that one out. Let's put this up front here with the Ellery Queen. See if we can't get put the big boys over here. Elmore Leonard. All right, one more hardcover before we flip to the next tray. Hound of the Baskervilles. Conan Doyle hardcover. Really like this one. A little bit of rubbing back here, just right here, but otherwise real nice. Presents really well. Inners are nice. This is the first Sherlock Holmes movie I ever remember seeing. It was Basil Rathbone, 1989 Book of the Month Club. Basil Rathbone in The Hound of the Baskervilles. That's the first time I remember really knowing what Sherlock Holmes was. Seeing that on a Saturday morning as a kid. Keep this one at 3. 15 seconds. Book Bro. Thanks for popping on in, Tay Tay. All right, off to tray number 2. Here we go. You might have heard of this guy. I think he's got a pretty good future in writing murder mystery novels. He does some kind of mob thing. I don't know. This guy Mario Puzo. He wrote this little book called The Godfather. I don't know. I guess it's all right. Oh, it's the Mario Puzo Omerta. Come on. Look at the spine. Brand new. Fitting cap to a tremendous career. Through it all, Puzo keeps the heat on. Keeps the reader enthralled with his characters and his story. Seriously, if you have never read the original Godfather by Puzo, do so. I highly recommend it. Of course, I'm a big fan of the movie, but reading the book really brings it to life in a different way. Last few seconds on Omerta, the Code of Silence. All right, here comes the vintage stuff. 1933, Ellery Queen, Drury Lane's Last Case. A terrified girl with a terrible secret. It's an Avon. You can see here I got $10 on it. It's clean too. This one was bagged. So you got some off-white pages, but none of that tanning on the inners. 1933. Crazy. I got it for 10. Let's run it for $8. All right, thanks for looking at that one. I like that one a lot. It's in real nice shape. Love the cover on this one. Sandra Balzo, Triple Shot. Maggie Thorson Mystery. Love it, love it, love it. Deadly Grind. About murder at a coffee house. Let's just leave it at that. Book's brand new. Got some initials in there, JB. Otherwise, doesn't look like JB ever read it. Triple Shot. $3, 15 seconds. Down to the last 4 seconds. All right. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Here we go. Let's, this one kinda fits in the murder mystery case, but here you go. Married. She craved another man. The Savage. 25-cent pulp. The Savage. Adultery. She was offered in marriage to a man who she didn't love. A man much older, coarse, and insensitive. But he had a brother. Oh, there you go. Next thing you know, there's anger and murder was done. Here you go. The old younger brother murder. Nice. What's the year on this one? I don't have it pinned to it. Let's see if it's on there. Lion Books. Might be on this one. Here you go. Lion Edition, August 1951. Original story, 1924. 1951, The Savage. Gorgeous cover. I'll do 5 on that one. Music, Fiend Addict, MFA, what's up? Last few seconds on The Savage. All right. Okay, some more good vintage. Vintage goodness. Jeff Tyler. Printed in the USA. Or Murder for Free. You need relief that can keep up when pain persists. Aleve is here for you with longer. Chicago Paper House Original. Look at the spine on this thing. Oh my God. Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches hold you back from doing. Jen and Dick's evidence doesn't agree with yours, Skipper. I said casually, my voice carefully flat. The man's transition was abrupt. His face turned white then green. His jaw and cheek distorted as he half started from the bed. I brought them in off the life raft, you see. Oh boy, murder mystery at sea. Let's get a year on this one. 1962. Murder for free. $3 on this one. Get your money for nothing and your murder for free. I think that's how that song goes, right? All right. Get that one up there. Let's just look up a little bit. Get a little bit better look at the books here. There you go. More vintage goodness. Sometimes you just got to give the devil his due. William O'Farrell. Complete. Unabridged. Get crazy good spine on this. Man, these are good. Man, are these good. Love these old pulps. The covers are amazing. Here's the go. 1955. William O'Farrell. Give the devil his due. Woman on the Run. A thrilling and excitement-packed novel of the predatory men and dangerous women who prowl the neon-lit jungles of the big city at night. There you go. 5 on this one. Excellent condition. 15 seconds. Up and running. Hayatori, good to see you. Great vintage books tonight. Here's another one. The Sleeper. He courted death in a deadly doll to learn the secret of the hanging man. The Sleeper. Bondage cover. There you go. Lion Books. Wow. Flips great. Off-white pages. See what year we got on this one. 1955. All these great books from the 50s. Woo! What is that, the fourth one? The Sleeper. Let's do it. $5. 1955. Great bondage cover. The Sleeper. Up and running. Travis, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. My name is Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream. My Wednesday night book show. Every Wednesday, it's a different genre of books. This week, murder mystery. Got some items sitting there in the store. Everything in front of you is not in the store. So if there's anything here you'd like to see, let me know. If there's anything you're looking for, let me know. Maybe I have it floating around here somewhere. All right, let's see. This one, 2. Let's do a twofer here. Well, nah, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. Ian Fleming. James Bond's daddy. Casino Royale. This is a first signet printing from 1960. 35 cent. Look at the spine. Look at that spine. Crazy. White inside. Pages just off white. 1953. First printing. February 1960. First signet printing. I got 20 on this bad boy. I did the research. I'm going to run it for 15. If anybody's interested, Jump on in. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, thanks, Travis. All right, but wait, that's not all. I got another one. This is another first signet from 1960. Ian Fleming, Moonraker. A Countdown is Death. Signet book, complete, unabridged. Nice. This spine's a little bit off, just a little bit off square. Great graphic. Great graphic on the back. Little tear here. Little tear on the back. A little bit of chipping on some of the back pages. Alright, so the other book I had 20 on, it was in excellent condition. This one's not in excellent condition. I had $5 lower on it. Had it going for 15. Let's just, did Dr. No, let me see, Travis, what are you saying here? Did Dr. No come out on Signet first? What's the page say on the inside of other books? Let's see. Oh, we do have a name on this one also. This is the first printing, October 1960. Other books by Ian Fleming: From Russia with Love, Dr. No, Casino Royale, Live and Let Die. So they're talking about the Signet ones, yeah? So it looks like Dr. No was on Signet. S1670, 35, 354? 35, yeah, 354. Interesting. I had 15 on this. It's in a little rougher shape. On Casino Royale? Let's see. Well, let's see. Dr. No by Ian Fleming. Other Signet thrillers you'll enjoy. There you go. Do. So what am I thinking here? On Moonraker, let's do... it's a little rough. $8. It's got the name written on it. It's got the name. It's got the little chip in the back. Well, it's not a little chip. It's a 1/4 inch cut here. And then a little chip here on page 169. So, what's the number on CRS? S1762. 1762 if you're looking it up there. These two up here. Boom. Boom. And hey, while you're looking it up, check this out. Diamonds Are Forever, the first Permabook edition. The first Permabook edition, M3084, 1957. The complete book. This one's nice and white. Diamonds Are Forever. Macmillan edition, published October. Hold on a sec. I gotta zoom in a little bit there. October 1956. Permabook edition, published November 57. First print, September 1957. Real nice. All right, let's zoom back out. Thank you, not looking up, but it's clearly first paperback releases because they're not in sequence like paperbacks from the 60s. Yeah, 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 I agree with you, Travis. Yeah. Yeah, hey, I don't mind if you look them up. I looked them up to to try and price them. Diamonds Are Forever, 1957. I got 25 bucks on this one. I looked up some comps. I'm going to run it for 20 even. Diamonds Are Forever. We got 3 very early Ian Fleming. Is Permabook a trade name of Signet? Never heard of them. I think they refer to the bonding on it. Let's see. Yeah, the Permabooks. 630 Fifth Avenue. Oh, let me do a little research here real quick. Permabooks. That's a great question. I usually know Permabooks from like the Permabook spines is what I associate with it. Um, all right, here we go. Through the magic of AI. The term permabooks generally refers to Permabooks, a vintage paperback division of Doubleday, established in 1948, that was known for its durable, quote-unquote, permanent bindings. Today, the name is also closely associated with Permabound Books. That's what I was thinking about. Permabound Books, a major distributor that provides reinforced, highly durable books that the kindergarten through 12 school and library market uses. So it was a subdivision of Doubleday, started in 1948. There you go. Got to keep learning, man. Learn something new every day. I learned something new. Thank you. Yeah, I always think of those permabound books. I have a number of permabound books from kids' libraries and stuff. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, and I mean you can tell. I mean I can't really tell you that spine's any different, but from other ones. But it's 1957, so maybe they put a little extra glue on there and called it permabound. I don't know, something like that, right? Let's stick with some of the vintage ones here. Stuart Palmer, Before It's Too Late. Somebody wanted Vonnie to die, wanted it to look like an accident. Oh boy, this is a Dell 601. It's got a little bit of a warp to it, a little chipping down here. Still got that green tint. It's a matte back book. Bride to be in Washington, D.C. finds death on her mind and murder on her trail before it's too late. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we do have a little separation here. All right, they're all the, let's see, 128, 129. Do, 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 do. Make sure all the pages are there. Yeah, 129, 130. Yes, all the pages are there. Split spine down the middle there. So we do have some separation. So it is separated. We'll just do 3 on this one. Before It's Too Late by Stuart Palmer. Catastrophe, good to see you. Casey, welcome. All right, loving these vintage paperbacks tonight. We'll do a couple more. A sea bum, a sinful woman, a wild hunger, wharf girl, William Manners. You know, there's a little bit of murder mystery in here. The most dangerous woman who ever moved into the life of Nate DaCosta. She was even more dangerous than Kathy. And Kathy had shattered Nate's world, stripped him of everything. Oh boy, until a terrible night when... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is in the original bag it came to me, and let's take that out real quick. Look at that. Look how clean that cover is. This is a Lion. Lion published 1954. Wharf Girl. 10 on this one. I'm just going to have to advertise a vintage paperback mystery night. These are amazing. I just picked up a bunch of pulp magazines from the 1920s as well. Some crazy stuff in there. Some westerns. I got this one sci-fi pulp in there that is just ridiculous. Probably bring them to a couple of the next shows. All right, that was Wharf Girl. We got to start another stack here. I'm going to go a little bit faster here. Go with some of these more vintage ones. I'm going to keep them in the bag. If anybody has any interest, I will take them out. No Letters for the Dead. She sold herself for her lover's sake. Lion Books. 25 center here. Her name is Paula, and this is her story. No Letters for the Dead. $10, 15 seconds. Really nice pile. My last murder mystery show, I did not get to go through the vintage pulps here, so it's fun seeing these. Innocent Madam. Eleanor Brown, an accomplished lover, meets his prey. Oh my. A bride. She dallied with other men. Oh boy. Innocent Madam. $10. 15 seconds. Last few seconds on Innocent Madam. All right, next, check this one out. Border Woman, the Mexican Gallop. Hands off, they said. She's dynamite. 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 Passion that knows no borders. 1951 first. Border Woman. Cranking it up. $10. 15 seconds. Last 3 seconds. I'm Border Woman. Not bored of women. Border Woman. A Gary Dean mystery. Pardon My Blood by Paul Wilton. Great covers. These covers are so amazing. Shortly after news hawk Gary Dean went to the Haslets' apartment to investigate a curious theft, a man was found murdered with the missing briefcase not far from his body, etc. And that just starts it. Great cover. Pardon my blood. Let's get it going. $10. These 50s pulps are crazy. Oh my god. Another 12 of these. Yeah, we're definitely doing a vintage paperback night. I got about another 10 of these. I think let's go back to do a few modern ones. The Black Moon. Mega Mystery. All these writers. Spine's in nice shape. 5 acclaimed authors. 5 major new private eyes in Mega Mystery event. So 5 mystery writers wrote 5 brand new stories with about 5 brand new characters, and they put them all in this book. The Black Moon. $3 start. 15 seconds. All right. I'm just going to show these real quick. Check it out. Earl Stanley Gardner, under the pen name A.A. Fair. Get it? Bedrooms Have Windows. A Donald Lamb Bertha Cool mystery. $8 on that. 1949. My Name is Michael Sibley. $8. 1952. She was drunk. Mignon G. Eberhardt. The Unknown Quantity. A killer shared the secret of her strange marriage. Dun dun dun. All right, this one's got some separated pages in it. $3. The Big Boodle, not the Big Booty, the Big Boodle. A beautiful dame, 2 kill crazy thugs, and $3 million. Murder mystery by Robert Sylvester. Great cover. 1955. $8 on that one. John Dixon Carr, Hag's Nook. Love the Iron Maiden on that. Look at that. Woo! 1951. Matt Back. $10. The Corpse That Refused to Stay Dead. Hampton Stone. First Dell. 1952. It's a little bit warped. It's got 5 on it. Nothing Can Rescue Me. Elizabeth Daly. A Bantam book, complete and unabridged. 1946. $6 on that one. Nice one. All right, let me just pause for a second, see if anybody wanted to see any of those. Otherwise, I'm going to keep them here. I'm going to add them with the other vintage books here. And then let me grab the Ian Fleming, The Sleeper, The Devil His Due, Herder, The Savage. These are all the vintage ones. Triple Shot, The Last Case was vintage. All right, so this is the stack of vintage books right here. Crazy good stuff. Crazy good. All right, put the Black Moon back here. All right, so that's a nice stack of vintage. Woo. All right, Brittany, how you doing? The Scandalous Secret Diaries of a Monstrous Russian Giant. Tyrant, rather. The Perla Papers, a novel by Alan Williams. Spine in great shape. Murder, mystery, intrigue between the Kremlin and the CIA. Some light tanning around the back edges there. Pages are in nice shape, just off white. The Perla Papers, a novel by Alan Williams. $3, 15 seconds, up and running. Carly, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Chris. It's the Cool and Common stream. Doing a little murder mystery book show tonight. I do book shows every Wednesday night. Every week it's a different genre. This week, murder, mystery, and mayhem. All right, here's a more modern one for you. Helen McInnes, Ride a Pale Horse. Love it. Nice embossed cover, gold, real nice. Spine, excellent condition. Looks like maybe, that just looks like rubbing actually. It doesn't even feel like a crease. Ride a Pale Horse. When Karen Cornell, a beautiful journalist on assignment in Czechoslovakia, agrees to help a would-be defector by carrying top-secret documents to Washington, she's pulled into an astonishing web of terrorism, political assassination, blackmail, espionage, and treason in the highest levels of both superpowers. One false move could cost Karen her life and throw the world into violent war. Bright white on the inside, the pages, bright white, brand new, sharp yellow, print on the outer edges, brand new book. Helen McInnes, Ride a Pale Horse. $3 start, 15 seconds. Huntress, good to see you. All right, put that one right there. What else we got here? Oh, Agatha Christie twofer. Agatha Christie, Spider's Web, and we're going to do Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None. Nice, clean, brand new copy. Brand new. No crease on the spine. I'm not even going to open it all the way. That's how new it is. 2 Agatha Christie. Let's do a twofer. We're going to do 2 for $5. Instead of $3 a book, 2 for $5 on the Agatha Christie. Brand new, and Then There Were None, and Spider's Web. All right, put Agatha over here. It was Agatha all along. More vintage books. Let me flip through some more of these crazy vintage books for you. Southern Territory, a novel about traveling salesmen, pocketbooks. Hercule Poirot, Hercule, yeah, that guy. Hercule Poirot. New adventures in crime with the famous detective, The Labors of Hercules, Agatha Christie. A little wear on that one. Love this cover. Dead giveaway. Guy with a piano wire tied around his neck. Earl Stanley Gardner, Spill the Jackpot. These are a little bit of a notch down from the others because they've got a little that little warpage or some creasing on the covers. At last, Mr. Tolliver, William Wygand. So there's definitely two tiers of vintage books. The near mint, VG plus to near mint books, and then there's the slightly more haggard books. All right, let's run this one. Nightcap, J.C.S. Smith. Another clean spine here. A fine locked skyscraper mystery. Should attract many admirers. Ex-transit cop Quentin Jacoby is moving up in the world, from the grime and crime of New York subways to security chief at the Pinnacle Room, the Très Haut restaurant at the top of one of the city's tallest buildings. Only the first night of his second career may be the last, when his client, Johnny Lombardo, is found skewered on one of his own brochettes, and Jacoby is a suspect. Well, I hate when that happens. Nightcap, J.C.S. Smith. Let's run it. $3, 15 seconds. Hey guys, thanks for coming in, big hearted. Michael Barr, good to see you. Dakota, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to check out the store. If you see anything in the back there you're interested in, let me know. Dragonlance or anything Terry Goodkind. Not tonight. Not tonight. I do a book show every Wednesday. I do have some Terry. Give me a follow and bookmark my shows. In the future, I'll be doing a fantasy show. Do I have a Dragonlance book? All right, give me a second. Yeah, please bookmark some future shows. I do have a fantasy show coming up, but since you mentioned Dragonlance, I think there might be one. I think there might be one sitting nearby. Give me one sec, Dakota. I'll go check. All right, Dakota. This is all I got. Forgotten Realms, The Last Mythal, Book 1, Forsaken House. Brand new. Brand spanking new. I'll run it for you just for the heck of it. If you're still here, $5. All right, there you go. Yeah, I do have my fantasy show coming up in the future. So if you bookmark that one, I can double check for the Terry Goodkin. Alrighty, there was nightcap. I think I'm ready for a nightcap. Alright, let's finish up the night with these last two here. The Prosecutor, James Mills. An angry, stunning book leaves one numb with rage and frustration. Light crease on the spine. A searing portrayal of James C. Mosley, hardworking assistant DA and chief of the Homicide Bureau in Queens County, New York City. Light tanning on the inside covers. Off-white pages. 1970. 1970 pocketbook edition. The Prosecutor, James Mills. $3.15. Don Tony, how you doing? Okay. And last but not least, we started with Ellery Queen tonight. We're going to end with Ellery Queen, the troubleshooter. This is The Black Heart's Murder by Ellery Queen, never before published. First publication, The Black Heart's Murder. Clean spine, binding's nice and square. Let's see, we got a cigarette ad on the inside. It's either the book novel, the book club, or cigarette ads in these. One or the other. Ellery Queen, The Black Heart's Murder. $3, 15 seconds start, up and running. Down to the last 3 seconds. All right, my friends, that is going to close us off for the night. I really appreciate everybody who stopped on in. Thank you so much for checking out the books. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for doing that and sticking around. Please, if you are watching and you like books and you want to join us here on Whatnot, scan that QR code or click that link in the description and consider joining Whatnot. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of great sellers here. Every and any kind of book you would think of is for sale here live on Whatnot. We've even got buy it nows, so when somebody's not selling something live, you can still check out their store. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy buying here. I enjoy selling here. If you do join through my link, when you get your first purchase, you'll get a $15 credit, and I'll get a little something too. So we call that a win-win. So, all right, my friends. So until next time, my next show is going to be this Friday. We're doing comic books. And then I'm going to kind of reorganize my shows for the next several months. We will continue to have Wednesday night book shows. We will always have a Friday night comic book show. And I'm just deciding what to do around that between Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. So stay tuned. Give me a follow. And until next time, my friends, please, please, please keep it cool. Keep it common. And of course, keep it collected. We'll catch you next time. Have a good